I've just gone to the depths of hell and back to try and make this podcast work, so it better fucking work now. Holy shit, we're back. Christmas is done, and we got drunk. We played Little Inferno. That's kind of what we did for Christmas.
That's all we did all Christmas was play Little Inferno.
It was pretty good. Today I'm drinking this one. It's called Sheepdog. It's peanut butter whiskey. Which sounds kind of gross, really, doesn't it?
You know what? That does sound kind of gross, and I personally am offended by your taste and think you should not do a podcast anymore. What do you think about that?
I didn't choose it. I got it for Christmas, and my opinion on it is that don't tell my mum because she got it, but it is quite gross. I mean, it's still there, and I got to drink it. You know, that's kind of how our culture goes. Right. Fuck, we're all disorientated. Can you tell? Can you tell how disorientated we are by this? We've been early.
I was asleep a bit ago. I fell asleep on the sofa.
Oh my god, what a little bitch. I need to start early because I've got somewhere to go later on for my mum's birthday. I'm actually going to see The Matrix at the cinema. My mum's birthday. The new Matrix. That's what it's called. The new Matrix. No one's calling it by its real name.
The new one.
Yeah, like New York.
One. Where we've rehashed another old concept that's going to be shit.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The third Matrix movie, the last one that they ended on, not great, really, is it?
No,
it
weren't the best.
Yeah, whatever. I'm a little bit drowsy, a little bit out of it today because I had my booster vaccine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Jabbity jab. It was a pain in the ass to get because obviously being as it's a government website, you have to book your appointment on, and it doesn't fucking work. So that's a pain in the ass to start with. So many people I know who's been booking their booster has been like, well, I tried to click on it on available dates, and then I clicked on test center and went, oh no, it's not available. And then you go back like, oh well, I'll go on this date. Then it's like, not available. Sorry. So you have to pick a different centre, or it's just a pain in the ass. I managed to book it after waiting in a massive queue, but then I had to go to this like place. It's like 10 minutes drive away at most. Now I know that there's like a medical type place, pretty much exactly where it was sending me. So I'm thinking, oh, well, it's going to be there. So I pull up to this medical place, and turns out there's a medical centre right next to a health centre. Now, if you can tell me the fucking difference, I'll give you a gold star, because you can't tell me because it's impossible to know the difference, is what I'm trying to tell you. So I didn't, I was like, so which one of these am I supposed to be fucking going in then? And turns out, neither of them. I was supposed to go into the business centre next door. What? Why? Nice. Why are we getting his needle jabs in his arm? Not at one of these two medical centres that you've got. What's going on there? You were just at this hall. This fucking what's it called? The detention hall? Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called. The assembly hall. That's it. The assembly hall at school.
Oh,
it was kind of one of those, but this place just had random businesses in it. And I don't know what it just annoyed me. I got a bit, but what I found quite
he got a bit annoyed at the whole thing,
I did. I was like, what the? There's two medical centers right there. What's going on here? But it was fine. I had to get my boosty boy, and beforehand they've talked to you, saying, oh, have you got any allergies? Which arm do you prefer it in? And right, I'm about to do it. You'll get a brief. You'll feel a brief scratch, and then they're like, no, and then after it's right, you've got to wait for a little bit because to make sure you're all right, you're not having a bad reaction to it.
I always leave when they tell me to do that. I always just go.
Well, this one, they didn't give a shit. They did not care.
Okay, nice.
I sat down. He went, are you allergic to anything? I went, hey, fever, as I normally do as my little joke, because that never affects anything. And he went, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he went, he went left arm, and like literally as soon as I said yeah, he went jab. Right, you're done. Go away.
Nice.
Like instantly, he didn't say we were about to do it or anything. He went like, "Fuck you, get that in you." And he didn't make me wait. He like sometimes they put the cotton bud on after as well, and like keep dabbing it with the cotton bud until the blood like stops coming out. No, he dabbed it with the cotton bud once and like kind of chucked that away and went, "Right, there's some paper. You can fuck off now."
Nice.
All right, great, okay. I feel really confident about this now. No, it kind of sucked, kind of weird. Christmas happened, Judd.
It did happen.
I'm banging on the table. What?
It came and went.
What? How was it? What did you do?
It was fine. I pretty much did what I thought I was going to do. I woke up at my nan's. I had Christmas morning with them. I had my Christmas dinner. I had my Christmas dinner. Guess where, Jake?
At your nan's.
At the dam.
Oh, that's it. So that's funny because we normally our tradition is we go to our dad's house because we share the same dad, not the same mum. We go to our dad's house on the 23rd of December, we sleep over, and then on the 24th of December on Christmas Eve, we open presents and do Christmas with him then in the morning, and they've booked like a place for Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, well in advance. And this year, it got cancelled, the place we had booked. It sounded amazing, the place we were going to go, and they cancelled because of COVID. And then can you tell I'm getting sick of COVID now?
Yeah.
And then, so we had to quickly last minute book a place called The Dam, and we got there, and they were like, "Oh no, you can't do Christmas menu because you didn't tell us when you booked that you want Christmas menu, even though there's people in the back cooking the Christmas menu."
Yeah, we could have just had it. There was like nothing stopping us from having it.
It was one of those shambles, but I ended up having steak for Christmas dinner. Well, Christmas Eve Christmas dinner, and then but that's funny because it means that Judd went there 2 days in a row. Was it that? Yeah. Was that pre-booked?
That one was pre-booked, yeah.
Mm.
But so wait, was it? Yeah, no, it was pre-booked, and you know what the pre-booking thing was anyway? We just got Carvery.
Oh my god. It's it's extremely rare that we go out for a meal nowadays that's not Carvery.
Yeah.
It's got to the point where I'm not explaining what Carvery is anymore because we've talked about it too many times. Oh dear. So is that all you did then? You went with your nanan and your granddad who you live with?
No, I went with my mum and like Wayne and
big
people
Wayne.
Like that. Yeah.
Her husband. What? I don't know.
Did you say cookband?
Yeah. Like a husband that is so much of an alpha husband, he cooks all the other guys somehow.
Oh, right, okay, nice.
Even though he is the husband,
Yeah.
I just come up with it right now.
Yeah,
cool. Cool. I mean, it's always anticlimactic, isn't it? It always sounds boring. It's like, you asked me what I did. I got up, I opened presents, and we went to my grandma's, and she cooked a meal, and it was fun. It was, I don't know. It's just like the same as most Sundays, really, if we're all being honest.
It's just another Sunday.
It's actually not that great at Christmas.
Shit.
There's so many other holidays that are better. I'd take a fucking bonfire night over Christmas, like most years. Bonfire night's got fireworks at least. Although fireworks are annoying if you've got a dog. I don't like dogs.
Yeah.
Strangle your dogs, folks. It's a joke. Don't really strangle your dogs, but... The real question is...
I saw you try and do it this weekend when we went to Dad's or wherever. They had a dog, and you tried wrapping your hands around its neck. You thought you were being sneaky, but I saw.
Just trying to frame me. He's they were looking after a dog though, but what was funny about that is that it took a particular liking to you, huh?
He did, yeah. He tried to fuck me in my ass.
He did. He was trying to pin you down and start humping him on the sofa. It was great. I wanted to let it do it and see it spunk all up his Christmas jumper.
It was the first time I'd ever said to a guy, stop trying to put your cock in me and let's just cuddle.
You had a Christmas jumper. It's hard to describe. The only one that
had a real Christmas jumper this year. Apart, I think Dad had one.
Yeah, he had his elf jumper on. But it was this weird version of Jesus. I think it was supposed to be that meme of Jesus doing the finger guns, but it was like made really weird and made him look
really shit.
And what was funny about it is, whenever you were wearing that, dogs seemed to be more nervous around you. Because my dog started barking at your jumper.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, it's fairly quick to bark, my dog. But when we went to our dad's for Christmas, the other dog barked at your jumper too.
Yeah.
So it was like the jumper was cursed. The real question, really, though, is, Judd, what did you get for Christmas?
I didn't really get anything exciting. I just got a bit of money and some clothes. I really didn't get anything exciting this year.
Again, it's like being an adult, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just don't get much. I think the most exciting and interesting thing I got some sneakers, if you're into that, but that's only because I bought them for myself. And then I got this peanut butter whiskey is probably the most interesting thing. I got some hot sauces. I got some like seasoning for food because I like to season my food well.
Wow!
I got a Segway trip. I'm looking behind me. I got a bag. I don't fucking know. You don't get much as an adult, huh?
No, it really is pretty riveting, isn't it?
We got tickets to a show though.
Yeah, we got tickets to go see War of the Worlds, which is exciting. I went to go see it when I were a little kid, but I can't remember it. I can't remember like a single fucking thing that happened in it.
I've never seen it, so it should be interesting. But yeah, it's a weird one because I've not been to a theatre show in so long, and it's not something I'd think of doing particularly. I like seeing movies, and there's certain like musical acts and stuff I like to see, but I just don't think about the theatre. But it could be quite. I can imagine it can be quite fun. I don't think I'll enjoy it as much as movies, though. I don't think I do in general.
No, I don't think so.
Which is kind of weird because the tickets are often a lot more money, because obviously a lot more effort goes into it. To the amount of money it costs to put on a show at paying same people every night.
Yeah,
I don't know. It'll be good though. It'll be something different and interesting. Well, listen here, you big bitch.
Yes, God, what
for this?
That's it.
This is one of our regular segments called This Is Why You Are Wrong. It's where I present Judd with a certain premise, and he says his stance on the premise. I have to try and convince him why he's wrong. Today's topic! I don't know why I do that. That's how I say that.
I didn't know why you do that either. Quite frankly, I don't think it's even funny.
Do you know why I think it is? Because it sounds like something that Ryan Higa of channel Niga Higa would like say something like that, and I feel like he would do a show like this.
Jesus Christ! Does he still have a YouTube channel?
He's one of those many YouTubers that does, and they upload like once a year if they can be asked. But a lot of them just stream on Twitch now, just because that's a hell of a lot easier to earn money, especially if you've already got an audience. So it's one of those sorts of cases, I think. But anyway, today
it's like Smosh really aren't a YouTube channel anymore, are they?
I swear to God, no one watches Smosh. I know this is. I'm sorry, we're going on a detour here, but I just want to look at Smosh's view count compared to how many subs they've got, because that's very telling. Epic Mealtime gets less than 100,000 views. They get like 50k views on a video, and they've got so many.
Where Epic Mealtime, they were the bacon strip guys, weren't they?
Yeah. I saw a mini documentary on the rise and fall of Epic Mealtime recently. There's like a horrible
view of them like driving around Los Angeles or wherever it is they live, and they're like really drunk in this like limo or something, and they're acting like they're still relevant, like people still know who they are. They're shouting out the window at people, going, "You remember us, right? Bacon strips."
Oh my God. Poor guys, though. I feel bad for them. They've got nearly 7 million subs, and their latest video, posted 19 hours ago, has got less than 30,000 views.
Yeah.
Jesus. Their most viewed video in the past 3 weeks is, it's got less than 80k views for a channel that's got nearly 7 million subs. Smosh, on the other hand, oh my god, it's a similarly bad issue. It's not as bad with Smosh because Rhett and Link owns them, but they've got over 25 million subscribers. Their latest video was posted 42 minutes ago, to be fair, but it's got 18k views. Out of their like latest ones, we're looking at less than 400k. I'm trying to look further. One of them's got over 500k, but that's it. 25 million. If you look at, for example, this, we will get to the segment in a sec. Sorry, but I just find this really interesting. There's a YouTube channel called Eric, and it's because his name's Eric, but that was taken, so he called himself Eric.
Very nice, very nice, very smart.
He's got just over 3 million subs, and his latest videos, 2.2 million views, 2.9 million views, 3.7 million views, 4.4 million views, 5 million, 5.9 million. You see what I'm saying? Some YouTube channels just can't cut it anymore. Anyway, I'm going to play the music again. This is why you are wrong. Yeah, that's how the music goes. You heard it already. Anyway, today's topic recorded live this podcast. Did anyone realise? Is Christmas related. It's to do with presents that you get at Christmas. I'm sure you've probably got one of these from somewhere. The debate is, what's the best Christmas selection box? It's one of those ones that has the small chocolates, but there's a lot of them. And the only ones I can think of really that are main ones, it has to be a variety box, so it can't be like a Toblerone one or a Terry's Chocolate Orange one, because they're just different flavours of that. I think the only three I can think of are Celebrations, Cadbury's Heroes, and Quality Street. Is there any more?
Roses.
Oh yeah, Roses as well. Yeah. I think that's it.
I already know the what I'm gonna say. I don't know if I've got a strong case for it because I'm not huge on them, to be honest. But if I do have to pick one, then it's Celebrations, and it's first of all, they've got the champion of all selection mini chocolates, which is the Maltesers mini chocolate. That's just the best one. Most of the other ones, the Quality Street ones, I think I only like one Quality Street chocolate, and it's like the green triangle one that's just chocolate.
That is you, though.
Yeah. They tried to be too fancy with it. Why do people always want to be so fancy with simple shit like chocolate? It's chocolate. Just have chocolate. I don't know what it's. Oh, let's put coconut in it. Why? Why are you putting coconut in fucking chocolate? That's ridiculous. That's why Bounty's so bad.
Anyway,
that's literally all I've got to say about that topic.
You used your whole time just to say that you don't like Bounties.
I don't really like selection chocolates at all, to be honest. I only like Celebrations because that's got like. No, he's got like 3 or 4 in it. I'll have in Celebrations because I'll have the Galaxy one. I'd really like the Maltesers one. I'll have the Milky Way one. I'm trying to think if there's another one I like. I think that might be it. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Roses is shit as well.
That's fine because the one that I kind of forgot about this. I got 2 of these this Christmas. I got a box of Celebrations and I got a bag, not a box. I've got right here that it's the only chocolate I've not eaten out of all my Christmas stuff of Quality Street because they are the worst. Quality Street is the worst one. There's so many of Quality Street that's not good. Like, or it's at least just like, like I might eat it, but I'm not that bothered. So Toffee Penny. It's just chewy and like not great and like I'm not bothered. Toffee Finger, right?
Jake,
it's the same except chocolate on it. Ooh, wow! Thanks for that. Toffee Deluxe. It was replaced by Caramel Brownie. It's fine. Caramel Swirl. I like that one. Not gonna blow my mind, but I like it. Milk Chocolate Block. It's chocolate. That one's fine. Fudge. Oh, it's alright, I guess. Coconut Eclair. Now, I like coconut, and I can agree this is still a monstrosity. If you like coconut, you don't want it to be all eclaired up. You don't want that. And if you don't like coconut, it's still got coconut in it. Fucking coconut flare. One of my favourite ones in this box as well. Orange chocolate crunch. That one's good. Strawberry delight. It's dark chocolate. Fuck you. Orange cream would be great. It's dark chocolate. Fuck you. The green triangle. It's chocolate. Okay, cool. That's actually got hazelnut in it, Judd. Bet you didn't know that, did you?
I didn't know that.
And then the purple one, which is another caramel one, it's got a nut in it. It's like, they're so uninspired. They're so old person, aren't they? Like,
yeah.
Fuck you, Quality Street. We can agree on that one.
Old person. That's the first thing that I think of when I hear the word Quality Street is old person.
And do you know what Cadbury's Heroes are?
Go on, what are they?
They're just fucking Quality Street, Judd. It's basically the same thing. They're
why
just
have you picked this topic for why those two of us like these chocolates?
We need to get it out. Those are the bad ones, right?
Okay.
Here's the actual best one. It is Cadbury's Heroes. That's the best one. Okay, listen to this.
Right.
Listen to this. Fudge, quite good. Like it. Dairy Milk Caramel. Chocolate's caramel. Nice. Dairy Milk Chocolate. Can't go wrong. Whisper. Airy. Nice. Okay. Twirl. It's still chocolate. Still airy. Nice. Now the star of the show, the actual best small chocolate that you kind of forgot about is the Cadbury's Cream Egg Twisted. That's the best one, actually. It's just basically an actual cream egg. There's no compromise by it being like that. The Eclair, that's the one bad one, okay? That's the only one that's not good in this.
I'm gonna throw you a curveball right now, a real mind twister, a real mind boggler. I'm not a big fan of Cadbury's cream eggs.
It's fine. It is still better. Double decker, fantastic chocolate, and a crunchy. You can't go wrong. There's literally only one that's not great in there. If we look at the celebrations, you've got your Bounty that you don't like. You've got your fucking Snickers, which has got nuts in for you, which you don't like.
What? I'm all right with nuts, to be honest.
The main issue with the celebrations compared to the Heroes is they're all fairly nice, and that's as much as you get. But, you know, they're not.
Nothing blows your mind. Nothing blows you out of the water.
The Maltesers one is the best one. It is the most coveted, but it's just that's the one that's like, that's nice, and then the rest of them are like, I guess I'll have that one. You know, that's the feeling you get from them. Can you name me one of those in its small form that excites you?
Just the Maltesers one. Just
exactly.
The Maltesers one, really.
Whereas in the Cadbury's Heroes, there's no compromises. None of them are like hurting by being smaller. It's just like a nice bite of all of them. And the name is cooler. Come on. Do you want to be a celebration or a hero? And the Wikipedia article is longer. So
nice. Very nice. Wow, what riveting content for everybody listening right now.
I fully realise when I'm looking at both these lists of chocolate, both of them kind of suck still.
Yeah.
I don't really want a tiny chocolate.
Whatever, you can have the win. I care so little about this fucking topic. You can just have the win. I don't care.
I do like Cadbury's Heroes a bit more. If we do like a head to head, for example, so Mars versus Fudge, which would I rather have? For me, it's completely even. I don't really care out of the two. Maybe Mars. So that's 1 point for celebrations. So Dairy Milk Caramel versus Bounty. I'd rather have Caramel. And then Dairy Milk versus Snickers. I'd rather have Snickers. Whisper versus Galaxy. I'd rather have Whisper. Whirl versus Dove Caramel or Galaxy Caramel. I'd rather have Caramel. Cadbury's Cream Egg versus Twix. I'd rather have Cream Egg. Eclair versus Malteser. I'd rather have Malteser. Double Decker versus Milky Way. I'd rather have Double Decker. And then that's it for celebrations. So Cadbury, they're even. They're straight even. But then you get Crunchy for Heroes. So that's the extra point. That's where it just won. Pretty certain. There we go. We did it, folks.
I see.
We worked it out. They all suck, but if you have to get one, go for Heroes or Celebrations. Who really cares? But we can all agree, Quality Street and fucking Cadbury's Roses, they're the worst ones.
They are the worst ones. I can agree. Yeah.
Look, listen here. It's time for another thing to do now.
Go on. What's the other thing?
Let's take a shot. Go on. Because it's a new segment. Just pretend.
I did.
I did a big gulp of my gross drink.
Nice.
God, that horrible. Who thought to put peanut butter in whiskey? It's gross. I tried to find a mixer that'd work well with it. And I didn't want to get something like lemony, because lemon and peanut butter, what the fuck? So I just went with Coke, like regular Coca-Cola, because I thought it'd taste like, I don't know, at least in the same sweet vein, but it just... gross. What we're going to do, Judd, is I'm going to tell you the stats from our video game scores tracking spreadsheet. So we're going to go over our favourite and least favourite video games of 2021.
All right.
I think we didn't necessarily play these in 2021. It's just this is the state of the spreadsheet.
All right. Okay.
You know what I mean? So as of the end of this year, these are our favourite video games and least favourite video games, and then we'll do the overall best as well. And then we'll do it for movies and TV. So, shall we start with my scores or your scores? And do you want to do best or worst first?
Go on, we can start with yours. Go on. Do it.
And am I doing worst first? Should we do both our worsts first?
Yeah, we are the Games Badly podcast.
Okay, so Little Inferno, I've not filled the details out for that yet, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be in the top or bottom of either of ours. So, my bottom 5 video games I've ever played, I'm pretty sure hasn't changed in a while, but number 5 is Flappy Bird. Number 4 is Dress Up Bulma. Now, we can stop and talk about any of these that we need to if you want. You remember Dress Up Bulma?
Of course I remember fucking Dress
Up Bulma. The Flash game where you dress up Bulma? From the famous Dragon Ball franchise?
And you can touch your hairy nude pussy and she says, cheeseburgers!
Mm. That's the highlight.
That's real.
That's actually true, that one. Don't look up Dress Up Bulma. In fact, I'm just going to look up Dress Up Bulma real quick. No, I don't think I'll do that. Oh. I'm not looking it up. I'm not even looking it up to see if it still exists.
Well, it might not.
I'm not even looking it up right now. I'm not even on newgrounds.com to see if it'll come up. I'm not even seeing an advert for a game called Hentai Heroes. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Where do you think you're going with that?
I don't know what that audio of Bulma speaking right now even is. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it's coming from.
You were just a dirty old man.
I don't know if she's...
Cheeseburger.
She didn't even say Jesus.
Cheeseburger. Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
Good God, let's Dress Up Bulma.
What a stupid game. Who made that? Get alive, you.
Well, we played it, and it's gone down well in our memory. The reason why I gave Dress Up Bulma a score of 12 out of 100, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's not 0.
No, it's not.
The 12 is purely for the stupid, funny memories of it. The game itself would basically get like a 2. Someone coded it, and it exists, is the 2 scores out of 100 that I could give it. But because it's kind of funny. Anyway, Connect Adventures is my 3rd worst game ever. I gave it 9.
Is Connect Adventures, is that the one where you're sort of like, you're in like some sort of safari park thing?
Yeah, it's like a jungle type of thing. Like a jungle ranger, and you have to control it with an Xbox Kinect. So that's the main reason it sucks. I bet there's not many Kinect games on this spreadsheet. In at number 2, worst game I've ever played is E.T. for the Atari, that I gave 7. And then my least favourite game of all time, apparently, is Just Dance, which I gave 5 out of 100. I just don't like it. It's like the Kinect for a start, and it's just really, I don't know. There's something about it. It just pisses me off. Anyway, I just find them dumb.
Wow.
Right, okay, let's look at your bottom 5. So your... Good lord, this is a surprise oh wait, no, these aren't your bottom 5. I need to sort it. Wait, let me find it. Okay, yeah. I thought we were going to have an upset then. So, your number 5 worst, number 4, and number 3 are all joint. They all have 10 points. You've got Pong, which you gave 10. The classic game Pong. You've got... Oh my god, it's nearly identical. It's nearly the identical list. You've got Flappy Bird, and then Dress Up Bulma, which you gave 10. Both of those you gave 10. Then you gave E.T. on the Atari 9, which is your number 2. And then your least favourite game of all time is... oh no, you gave Kinect Adventures 9, which is your number 2. And then E.T. is your number 1 with 5. E.T. for the Atari.
Yeah, I remember playing E.T. and like getting like a really like violent headache after. Like it was that bad that like my head started really hurting.
The worst things are stuff that aren't even laughably bad. They're just so shit.
Yeah.
And it's not even funny. And it's just this is just like crap. And that's what E.T. is. It's like I can't even tell what's going on in that game. E.T., isn't it? Seen him. He's on the front screen. That's why it doesn't get 0 again. E.T.'s there. I can tell he's there. That's about it.
Can you tell he's there in that?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think you can.
Right. My top 5 favourite video games of all time as of the end of 2021. There has been a change to this top 5. Okay. So my number 5 is Undertale. We should have probably done 10, shouldn't we? Should we do top 10? Let's do top 10.
No, a 5's fine, I think.
I'll do 10.
Alright.
So there's some joint ones, but I'll just read off what the spreadsheet says. So my joints, there's a lot of joint for number 10. I'll read these off quick. Middle-earth: Shadow of War, Assassin's Creed. Jonathan Wass is reading this one out. Assassin's Creed Rogue, GTA 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Dishonored, and Far Cry 4. Those are all get a score of 86, and they're joint number 10. And then we've got a joint for number 8, because number 9 and number 8 are both joint. So joint number 8 is Call of Duty Black Ops and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Then in at number 7 is Skyrim with 88. Then we jump up to 90. The score for this game has actually gone up. It was at 89, but I put it at 90. My number 6 best game of all time is Minecraft. If I had to give an objective best game of all time, I think Minecraft is the best game for everyone of all time. Then my number 5, which I gave 91, is Undertale. An incredible story that I think anyone should witness, really. And then my number 4 is Spider-Man on the PS4, but joint with Borderlands 2. That's joint 3rd and 4th. My second favourite game I've ever played is Horizon Zero Dawn. And I've been banging on at you to play that. And you've not played it yet, because you went, oh, Halo! Started playing that for some reason. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn is it's kind of what I wanted God of War to be. God of War on the PS4, really. I wanted God of War to be of the same quality that Horizon Zero Dawn is. I was expecting to give Horizon Zero Dawn about, like, somewhere between 70 and, like, 85 out of 100. But it was just even better than that. It's really good. God of War, however, isn't. I think I ended up giving it 59 out of 100. Yeah, I did. It's good, but just not very good. It's mildly decent, which is the latest game I've played. But my favourite game of all time that I want to be dethroned at this point. I want to give a 95 out of 100 on a game, but the highest I've ever given is 94 out of 100, and it's Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's the best game ever, for me. There we go. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Any questions, Judd? Any questions?
It's just how could your opinions in game just be so wrong?
Come on,
consistently wrong.
How many of those do you dislike? Like, let me just repeat all those titles and stop me when you don't like them.
I don't dislike any of them. I just think you have like the games that you're having such higher praise are just games that are all right.
According to your scores, you don't like Assassin's Creed Odyssey though, because you gave it 40. That means you think it's a bad game.
I didn't like that one. I wasn't a fan of that one.
It's a fantastic game. It's a masterpiece, that game. Some of the ones that I read out that you're not as fond of, Assassin's Creed Rogue, you gave 64. Minecraft, you only gave 60, but you have to admit that you're wrong on that. Surely.
Yeah, no, I don't get Minecraft. I just don't get it.
But you have to know that that's a you thing. In the same way that, like, there's certain things that I rate.
Well, I mean, it has to be because everybody else in the world loves Minecraft, so I'm clearly the one that's wrong. So.
But even if I look at your scores for all these games, like, you give like GTA 5 you gave 69, which I think is harsh, to be honest. But you give, like, Black Ops 2, 78, Dishonored, 80, fucking Far Cry 4, 90, Black Ops, 90, Undertale, 91, Borderlands 2, 90. You're giving a lot of 90s on those games. So, actually, what you've just said about your own opinion is wrong, because I've got data on your opinions, so fuck you. Right. Judd's top 10 video games, as of the end of 2021. 7. Hey. So you've got a bunch of joint ones. So there's 5 games that are all joint for your number 10 spot. Holy shit, you've got a lot of joint stuff. But fuck it, I'm going to say it anyway. So your joint number 10 spot is tied by Brutal Legend. Fucking you say my opinions about it. Super Animal Royale.
Brutal Legend's awesome.
Actually, I'm going to put a score in for Super Animal Royale because I played that game and just don't care about it. 37. I just don't care. It bored me.
All right, that's fine.
Then iToy for the PlayStation 2 is joint to your number 10. Come on, Judd, you know your opinions are worse.
No, the iToy was awesome when you get the cleaning windows minigame was the best.
I mean, it was quite fun. I didn't give it a bad score.
When I've been cleaning windows.
And then we've got BioShock 2 and Silent Hill PT are both joint for you as well at number 10. Those aren't bad scores, I suppose. Anyway, I've just done something and it's fucking. Anyway, continuing. So in at number 9 for you, we've got actually there's a lot. All these games that I'm gonna read off are joint from 9th place to 4th place. So these all get 90s from you. There's a lot of joint stuff for you. So these are 9th to 4th. They're all tied. We've got Doom Eternal, Batman Arkham City, Guitar Hero World Tour, Far Cry 4, Call of Duty Black Ops, and Borderlands 2. That's some good games. See, for you, with a lot of games that you really like, it's extremely rare that I don't like them. I normally will like them, but sometimes just a bit less. So, like Arkham City, for example, I gave that 68. I liked it. Yeah. Just I didn't think it was like, a masterpiece. Guitar Hero World Tour, I don't know. I'll give it a 90. I give it 81. I don't know. But that's that. So your number 3 is Undertale with 91, and your joint, both your favorite games of all time. There's 2, and I think for you it should be very easy for you to guess what they
are. Fallout New Vegas and BioShock.
That's it. He's done it, folks. Yeah. Oh, I played the wrong soundboard, but you get the idea. Those are your top games. I don't know. I honestly think that both of ours are pretty good selections. I know we're fairly similar in the type of games we like, but I think they're pretty decent. I need to add onto here. I've not finished it yet, and I've not played quite enough to give it a score, but I've just started playing Celeste, which is a modern platformer.
I was just going to say it's supposed to be pretty good, Celeste.
I've heard lots of good things, which is why I wanted to play it, and saw it was on sale on PlayStation. So I
heard some
bought
good
it
stuff
for
about
now.
that. The MLS.
Yeah. Anyway, movies and TV. I think, shall I separate them out? So I'll do our bottom fives TV, our bottom fives movie, and then I will do our top tens TV, top tens movie. How's that sound?
That sounds all right to me, sir.
And then oh wait, I forgot to do the sorry, I forgot to do the overall best and worst video games. So overall on the spreadsheet, so this is accounting for our opinions combined, as well as the opinions of Metacritic's audience, and IGN. So the worst games of all time, officially, I'm calling it. We'll do the bottom five. So we've got, in at number 5, Slender Man. In at number 4, Bowman.
Really?
Yeah. Pong got the 3rd worst of all time. Poor Pong.
Fuck Pong, dude. Foot Pong. I actually know Foot Pong though. It's just like 2 bats and a ball on a screen. It wasn't even revolutionary when it came out. Yeah, we know Pong. We can play table tennis. This isn't like, a huge deal for us.
Number 2 is Dress Up Bulma, and number 1 is E.T. on the Atari. A lot of that's because the critics and like IGN, Metacritic, they didn't have scores for those games, so they don't get accounted for. So the lowest scoring game that does have scores for those things is Flappy Bird, which gets 34. Then we've got like 38, which is Just Dance. So our opinions on what games are bad are quite, accurate.
Yeah.
Right. So, these are the overall best video games of all time, officially, objectively, including critics and all that bollocks. In at number 10, it's joint. The 10th place and 9th place are both joint. It is Skyrim and Spider-Man PS4. Those are both 9 and 10. You can swap them around whatever way. They're tied on 88. In fact, I think because it's overall, they're technically not tied because it actually does have decimal places. Yeah, it does have decimal places. So so actually, number 10 is Skyrim and number 9 is Spider-Man on the PS4. Okay. Number 8, Borderlands 2. Number 7, a game I've yet to play, which it's maybe next on my list. Doom Eternal.
Yeah, okay, I really do like Doom Eternal.
Okay, number 6. Is that what we're on? 10, 9, 8. Yeah, 6. Number 6 is... Oh, it is joint. That is actually joint. Wait, let me see if it is. Yeah, it's actually to the decimal point. It is actually joint. Number 6. Number 5 and number 6 are joint, and it is... Horizon Zero Dawn and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Let's have a round of applause, folks. You seem unhappy with that. What's your problem?
Slow golfer clap.
Are you alright? Are you alright? Have you like got... you have really just woken up, haven't you?
I really have, yeah. I absolutely have only just woken up.
So that's yeah, they're joint number 5, I guess. So... Number 4. You will be pleased to hear it's BioShock! Yay!
Yeah!
Number 3. I'm doing the drum roll. It's a game that Judd played and thought it was pretty decent, but everyone else thought it was an absolute masterpiece. It's Super Mario Odyssey!
Which even happened? Which one was Odyssey?
The one with the hat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I do want to play that one, but it's expensive. It's like, I kind of want to play it because it looks kind of fun, but I'm not a huge Mario fan. If it cost me like £15, I might get it. If it cost £9, I probably would get it. I probably wouldn't pay more than £15 for that game, personally. I understand that it is worth more than that, and a lot of people would pay like £60 for it now, but not me. Just not for me. Even with your score of 76 that you gave it, it gets an overall score of 90.5. Without your score, it would easily be the number 1 game. Easily. And I think the reason...
The number one game on the spreadsheet would be Mario Odyssey if it weren't for me.
Yeah. And I think the reason why the number one spreadsheet is at number one is because neither of us have actually played it. But
I've played it.
You've not played the number one game on the spreadsheet.
Okay. All right.
Because that's number 3. Odyssey's number 3. But anyway, in at number 2. Can you guess it, Judd?
Can I get some hints on it? Am I allowed a few hints?
It was in both of our top 10s.
Okay.
That's it, that's all I'm giving you. Come on. Think of games that are universally loved.
But is it BioShock Infinite?
No, that wasn't in either of our top 10s.
Oh, was it not?
No.
I thought it was in. Okay.
Come on, you can guess it. It's a pretty obvious one. I'm going to give you a big hint. We played it together.
Is it Skyrim?
Oh, it's Undertale. Undertale is number 2.
Wow. I didn't think it'd be that high up for everybody else.
Well, the worst score it received is 84. That's from Metacritic audiences. The highest score it received was 100 from IGN. So did Super Mario Odyssey, actually. But, yeah. So, the number 1 best game of all time as of 2021. I'm doing the drum roll again. Is Shadow of the Colossus.
Whoa!
We've not played it. It looks like a really good game, and it's on my list of games to play. I'm going to play the remake version of it. I don't know. It's the type of game I would really like. So I could see giving it quite a high score. Again, it's one of those that I would predict in the same bracket as Horizon Zero Dawn. Somewhere between 70 and 85 is what I expect to kind of give it. But that's why it's... I don't know why I keep coming back to God of War, but that's why I found God of War so disappointing. Because for what it was, it should have got an 80 at least, I think, God of War.
Yeah.
But it got a 59, and that's why I think it's really disappointing as a game. But anyway, those were the top games overall. Now, time for my least favourite TV shows of all time as of the end of 2021. Are we ready? Now, this is just TV. Oh, I'll do TV and streaming shows. One sec. I think, yeah. Okay. So, in at number 5, joint number 5 and 4 are Only Fools and Horses and Inhumans. Have you ever seen Only Fools and Horses, Judd?
I've seen bits of it. That's number 5.
Yeah, that's mine. Joint number 5 and 4 least favourite TV or streaming show.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it's that bad. I can't think of anything funny from it, to be fair.
That's kind of my entire point. I've never even thought about laughing at that show. The emotion I've experienced most with Only Fools and Horses is just anger and frustration. Like, you know how sometimes we like the type of comedy and actually use the type of comedy, which is, that's not funny, and that's the funny thing about it, in that, like, it's not funny. How stupid is that? Like, it's not even funny. That's how stupid this thing is, that it's not even funny. But Only Fools and Horses, he doesn't do that. It's just not funny, and it pisses me off for not being funny. Because I feel like they're really trying, and I feel like everyone's laughing, and I'm like, that's not funny! I don't like it. In fact, I'm giving it a lower score than Inhumans. It's worse than Inhumans. I'm giving it 18. I've changed my score. Inhumans was just a really badly executed Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show. It's the worst thing in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think
that's Inhumans.
Yeah, Inhumans. It's as in no one even has heard of it when you tell them. Oh, so you've seen everything in the MCU, right? Tell me one thing that happens in Marvel's Inhumans. The sad part about that is I couldn't tell you something that happens in Marvel's Inhumans because I couldn't get through the first fucking episode. That's how bad it was. It's terrible. Anyway, worse than that, in at number 3 for me, The Voice. It's not about their voices.
It's not even about their fucking voices. A shit show.
It's awful. Get rid of it. Get rid of all of them. All of those. All those types of reality shows. Big Brother, X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, fucking Big Brother again. Get rid of it again. And a second time. I don't care. All of those ones. Any of those ones. Fucking Great British Bake Off. Get rid of them all. Apart from I'm a Celebrity. I like that one's pretty good. But all of them. Get rid of them all. Okay? And then talk to me in 10 years or so when people have been starved of that shit. Then we can come up with something. Okay? We're done with that. Get rid of it. Joint number 2, and in fact, you know what? I'm changing my score on one of these because I know one of them's worse than the other. My number 2 least favourite TV or streaming show of all time is The Inbetweeners USA. You ever seen that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
You've not given it a score, do you want to?
I thought I did. 20.
I gave it 16. It's really not funny. The best I can say about it is, the reason it's got a 16 and not like 0, I was interested in watching it because I love The Inbetweeners, and we'll get to that soon. But the American version, it makes me sick. I don't know what else to say about it. My least favourite TV show of all time, as of the end of 2021, is American Horror Story. What a load of fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
What a load of shite.
It really is just a load of fucking nonsense.
I really, really put in a lot of effort for that show and managed to get through one season. I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell you a character other than Quicksilver from The Matrix. What do I mean? X-Men. Quicksilver from X-Men. Same actors in that one. All the 13-year-olds rubbed their pussies to him. I don't fucking know.
Oh God, don't say that. What the
Yeah, that was gross. Sorry. It's probably true though. But yeah, he's one of those that all the girls liked. I don't know, it just pissed me off. I don't like that show. Apparently you like it even less than me according to your score, but anyway, that's my least favourite of TV and streaming show. Right, Judd's least favourite TV and streaming shows are... In at number 5... RuPaul's Drag Race. Me and Judd gave this the same score of 23, but Judd apparently likes TV shows more than me, so a 23 is enough to give it the 5th worst of all time. What don't you like about RuPaul's Drag Race, Judd?
I don't like the gays, to be
It's a joke. Judd is one of them.
I don't care for it. I really don't care for that kind of stuff.
It's, for me, I don't like Drag Race culture. I don't like it. Just drag culture in general. I don't like it. It's either really loud or like really bitchy, at least from what I can tell, and I'm just not, no. Okay, in at number 3 and number 4 is The Inbetweeners USA. What? Oh, I thought you gave that a 13. Oh wait, no you didn't. The Inbetweeners USA, which you gave a 20, and you also gave the animated comedy show Hoops a 20. Now, I liked Hoops.
Hoops was dog shit, man.
No, it was funny.
It was literally just... It was another one of them where it just kept talking about kids having sex, and it just made me feel like...
No, it
weird. I'm like...
Hoops isn't that.
It literally what...
Hoops is mostly about a depressed man.
There was probably 5 jokes about kids having sex, like, within the first, like... 20 minutes.
It's mostly about this like washed up basketball coach who's depressed. It's kind of like what I would like BoJack Horseman to be, but instead BoJack Horseman is just a depression fest. It's kind of like a depressing situation made funny. Kind of. I don't know. I give it 73. I think it's good, but Inbetweeners USA sucks. It's the worst. That's a new entry for you then, because you gave it a 20 just now. So
yeah,
nice.
And it is shit. You are right, it is shit.
Judd gave The Voice 17, same as I did, for his number 2.
Not even about The Voice. It's not even about...
They may just stop having voices in it. Who cares? Just have everyone walk out on stage, dressed how they want to fucking dress, and go, oh yeah, I can sell that image most. We'll just get someone else to sing. Who cares?
Yeah.
Fucking The Voice.
Just call it The Face.
The face. We should do that. Oh, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone on this podcast. Me and Jude are going to write a show called The Face, where some judges have to vote on what face they want to be the next hit singer.
Oh, he's got a markable face.
And it's like it'll be like that like Storage Wars show where they pick a storage unit but they don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
They have to pick it, and then they hear them sing, and they're like, "Oh no, I've just invested $1 million into this singer."
He sucks. He absolutely sucks.
That'd be a good show.
He's
I like
gorgeous. I thought he'd be a great singer. He's a beautiful man, but he fucking sounds like a monster.
Speaking of monsters, Judd's least favourite TV and streaming show of all time, I think me and you would probably agree on this, is American Horror Story. Judd gave it 13.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It was... I got a bit interested at the start, and then I was just like, "What? This is just nonsense."
The freaky aesthetic is kind of the draw, and then it quickly just falls apart. You don't even end up with the freaky aesthetic after long anyway. So it just sucks. Anyway, the overall worst TV and streaming shows of all time, which includes mine and Judd's scores, as well as Rotten Tomatoes critics, Rotten Tomatoes audience, and IMDb scores, are in at number 5, The Voice. And then in at number 4, much to my disdain, Sexy Beasts. You seen that on Netflix?
Which one's a Sexy Beast?
That's the dating show where they've got like loads of makeup on to make them look like some sort of monster or animal or something, and then they go on like dates. So it's supposed to be like about their personality because they all look fucking gross. But it's just hilarious because every so often you forget you forget about the makeup and that, and you're listening to the conversations like, oh, they're getting on quite well, and then every so often you tune back in and realise Andy's a raccoon.
Yeah, it's a monster.
I just love it. It's just funny. It makes me laugh every time I watch it. I gave it a 70. I loved it, but apparently Rotten Tomatoes audiences fucking hate it because I think it's the only 0 on the entire spreadsheet. How can people hate it so bad?
The reason probably is because the people who watch those kind of shows watch them because of like the hottest, like the hunks and the sexy ladies and stuff. That's why they watch it.
You get the reveal though. Oh, the scores have changed. Oh, this might put a spanner in the works because there's been a new season of it. So now audiences give it 7. Critics give it 23.
Wow! 7!
Oh. It's not changed the ratings. It's still the 4th worst TV show ever. Oh my god, poor Sexy Beast.
7.
It's not something I think you would particularly like, but you might find it funny to watch an episode or two.
Yeah, no, like that's not the worst. I'd much rather watch that than like I'm a Celeb.
Yeah, I think you'd get more bored of that quicker than... I don't know. I think you'd get through 2 episodes of that and think, I'm probably done with this.
Yeah.
3rd worst TV show of all time is You've Been Framed.
It's just not funny, is it?
It's not.
Literally, it's old. It's like an elderly Ray William Johnson.
Yeah. I mean, you gave it 30, I gave it 35. My girlfriend gave it 15. I think that's one of the things that drags it down a lot. There's 2 missing scores. It's not even on Rotten Tomatoes. And then IMDb gave it 56. Now, come on, I don't know who's at IMDb loving fucking You've Been Framed, but I think it's just Phyllis from like...
I love Harry Hill, I love him,
Anyway, 2nd worst TV show of all time is Inhumans. I don't need to talk about that anymore. And then the worst ever, apparently, overall, is The Inbetweeners USA.
Yeah.
Not too surprising. Anyway... Should we do... Let's do top TV and streaming, and then we'll do movies. So, my top 10 TV and streaming shows of all time. Joint number 10 is not Joint anymore because I'm putting one of them down. It's my number 10 is Rick and Morty. Is my top favourite TV and streaming show of all time. I gave it 87. I did give Solar Opposites the same score as it, because I feel like...
it is pretty much just, like,
Yeah, and I feel like it deserved it. It deserved just because Rick and Morty is the more famous one. It doesn't necessarily need more score. But the thing is, the reason I put it just 1 point under Rick and Morty is I've got more kind of like nostalgia and memory from Rick and Morty and like talking about it. I don't know. So anyway, my joint number 9 and 8 is Sherlock, the Benedict Cumberbatch one, which could have done with one more season. It was so good. I gave that 90, and Arcane, which I didn't expect to be that high, but it's fucking brilliant, man. It's so good. It really is great. Anyway, my
bastards at Riot.
My joint...
Which, speaking of, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, I was doing something in the background. I got a suspension from League for a couple of weeks for saying some naughty words.
Oh my god!
in chat. So now I'm just like slowly like getting up an alternate account. So.
Really? You couldn't just play a different fucking game?
Well, no, because it's only because if like you wanted to do like that little stream thing with it or something, like I'd have an account ready to go.
Yeah, I have got it ready to learn. I have got League of Legends ready to learn, but we'll have to do it. It might take a while before we're able to do that. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, my mates might be like, "Oh, we want to play a game of League," so it's just good to have an account that I can like go on and just.
And you can't say to him, "Sorry, I got suspended for calling someone a cunt."
Actually, I called them a fag.
Oh my god!
I'm allowed to use that word. Do you think if I get in contact with Riot and be like, "Look, I actually like men," I'm allowed to say that word? Do you think
here's some evidence of a man shagging my bumhole? I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're happy with it. Anyway, my joint number 6, 5, and 4. Yeah, my joint number 6, 5, and 4. All the same scores are The IT Crowd, Stranger Things, and Friday Night Dinner. They're fantastic. IT Crowd and Friday Night Dinner are just amazing British comedies. I love those. They're a specific humour that Britain just loves. Yeah. And especially IT Crowd even more is probably more specific to type of comedy that I like more than audiences, I would have thought, but he got an 89 score from audience, so I don't know. Weirdly, Friday Night Dinner hasn't got a Rotten Tomatoes critics score, I don't think. But they're I'm just looking it up again. They're joint for me at yeah. Oh, wait a minute. The audience score for Friday Night Dinner's gone well down. Why?
Oh. If somebody's done like some nonsense or something.
Well, one of the characters from it died.
That wouldn't put it down, like, chilly to go.
So.
He died in real life! That's breaking character!
Oh god, poor Martin. Anyway, my joint 4th, 3rd, and 2nd TV and streaming shows of all time are Futurama, Over the Garden Wall, and the Netflix Daredevil streaming show. We're getting to the point now where if I know that someone's not watched one of those shows, it's like, what? Come on, come on, go fucking watch them then. You know, when I think something's that good, I'm saying to people, go watch that show now. Go watch it.
Yeah,
do it. You know, and my favourite TV show of all time, apparently, it comes as a mild shock to me as well, but I can't dethrone it. It's The Inbetweeners. I absolutely love it.
That is a bit of a shock.
I just love it so much. It's like, I can't, if I really keep trying to think, do I like Futurama more than The Inbetweeners? Not quite. Do I like Over the Garden Wall more than it? Just not quite. I just don't. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's one of those where it's like, I guess it is my favourite. So there we go. Right. Judy Buddy 567. It's your turn. What? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Right. Judd's favourite TV and streaming shows of all time. In at number 10 is Afterlife, the Ricky Gervais Depression Fest. That's not a negative thing, actually. It's brilliant. I give it an 86. Judd gave it an 88. It's really good. I apparently there's a lot of stuff that you have in your top 10 that I like a bit, but not that much. So that's your number 10. It's a great show. Watch that one. Oh, God. Your joint 9, 8, and 7. I don't know, man.
What? What's
one of which is Property Wars.
Yeah!
Tell us a bit about Property Wars.
Love me some Property Wars.
Tell us about it.
Oh, you want me to tell you a bit about it?
Yeah, what is
so
it?
Literally,
people probably won't have seen that shit.
It's just gambling. It's just gambling, but it's like gambling with houses. So essentially, what they'll do is there'll be a house up for auction, and there'll be a guy who's giving it all the and the people who are bidding are not allowed to see inside the house. They can only see the outside of the house, which more than you'd realize is like. You know, you might get this really nice house, like, in the suburbs, but you open it up, you win the house, you open it up, and people have, like, written with shit on the walls. Like, people have done that on the show. Like they've wrote with shit on the walls, and they've just been like, well, I've got to deal with this now. I've got to get somebody in to clean up all this shit so I can make back my $300,000 that I spent on this house. It's great. It's
I remember going to our dad's one time, and you'd woken up before me, and you were downstairs watching TV. I think you were first person up. And I came downstairs to you, like, laughing and shouting at the TV. and absolutely loving yourself. And I just sat down next to you like, what's this you're watching? So it did not look like anything that I would typically see on the screen. You would love, like, a cartoon or, like, you know, the type of movies we liked. Like, and by the end of the day, we'd watched like a marathon of this show, and we both sat there going, "Ha! Fuck you! The house is shit. It's awful. You've ruined your life. Take that."
You were like, that was it. That was all my money. I just spent it all on this condo, and somebody's ripped the fucking floorboards out. It's awesome.
Anyway, that's got a 90, and it's joint with Bear in the Big Blue House and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. That's your 9, 8, and 7 joints.
That was my favourite cartoon growing up as a kid, was Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. And
Bear in the Big Blue House was kind of the most iconic kids' TV show that we would have both watched, like, together at our dads, I would have thought. It wasn't your favourite animated TV show growing up, Judd, because I can see there's at least 2 above that. Speaking of which, your number 6, is that right? Yeah, your number 6 favourite show of all time is Courage the Cowardly Dog. 92 you gave that. 92. I kind of want to watch that again, see if I might like it more. You are not listening at all, are you?
No, I am. I'm just trying to think. I think Foster's was still like my favourite growing up because I didn't watch a lot of Courage growing up, but it's only when I've watched it like more as I've been older that I'm like, yeah, this was a great show. So
I think that might be where the slight age gap between us is, because Courage the Cowardly Dog was more my children's growing up era, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends was more yours. But that's like, they're very close together anyway. There's only 2 years difference between us, isn't there? And I think that's a tiny bit of a crossover. So your joint number 5 and 4 are both animated shows. There's Avatar: The Last Airbender and Invincible. Gave both of those 93.
How good were Invincible though?
It was really good. I gave it an 81. I'm excited for another series of that, actually. I think we're ready for that. I think late January 2022 would be a great time for that. So your joint number 2 for your favourite TV and streaming shows of all time is Breaking Bad and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, they're definitely on the same level for me, those two.
Just so you know, Jasmine my girlfriend gave Breaking Bad 35.
What? She gave Breaking Bad 35?
Which is an abhorrent score. The overall for Breaking Bad, without her score, would be 92. the overall score would be 92 for it. With her score, it's 83.
You're dating a mentally retarded person.
I gave it 77. I thought it was good, but it didn't need the last season, and there's some things that I don't personally like as much, but it was definitely a solid show. But Judd's favourite TV or streaming show of all time is Arcane.
It is, yeah.
96 out of 100, which to me is just not even possible to achieve, but... There you go. That's that. Okay. Time for... movies. Okay. We're going with my least favourite, my bottom 5 movies of all time. Oh, God. I'm going to feel sick just reading one out. My joint number 5. No, it's not joint anymore. One of these is slightly better than the other one. But one of these that I've just seen is actually worse, so this is getting slightly rearranged right now. Let me just check this is right. Yeah, I think this is right. Okay, so my joint number 5, it was going to be Mordecai. So shout out to Mordecai. That's actually number 6 at this point, but do you remember that? Johnny Depp, was it? I don't fucking know. Mordecai.
What? Mordecai?
We went to the movies to see that, but I'm pretty sure you don't remember it and have decided not to rate it.
I don't. I think this has been brought up a few times, Mordecai, actually, and I never remember it.
My joint number 5 is The Fault in Our Stars and Tenet. That's my joint number 5 and 4. Have you seen Tenet?
No.
Fuck me.
That's fairly new, isn't it, Tenet?
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. It's awful. I've got no more to say about that. A lot of these, my bottom, my number 5, 4, and 3, overall, have been rated pretty damn high. And I fucking hate them. As in, a prime place for that is my number 3 worst movie I've ever seen. My 3rd worst movie I've ever seen. I gave a 13. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Do you know about this one?
Is that the cancer one?
No, the cancer one is The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, this one could be a cancer one as well. That kind of speaks for how bad it is in that I don't know what the fuck really happens in it. So, I don't know. Maybe someone has cancer in it. I don't fucking know. I don't think anyone
probably somewhere has cancer. They usually do in those TV shows.
Without my score, it would have a 90 overall, but with my score, it gets 71 overall. I'm going to speed this up a bit because I'm kind of running out of time. My number 2 is The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, a famously awful show, we bang on about it all the time. And then probably the worst score I've given to anything on any of our scoring spreadsheets is The Human Centipede 2. I gave a 2 out of 100. Fucking horrific, awful. Just don't watch it. It's one of those that literally says on it, don't watch this, in the notes of it. And every time I tell that to someone, they say, oh, I'm going to watch it now. That makes me just want to watch it. And every person that's done that, after they've watched it, has come to me and said, oh, you were right. I really do actually wish I hadn't have seen that. And have you seen it?
No, I haven't watched it. I just simply haven't watched it.
Judd is the only person who's listened to me.
You just went, don't watch it. And I went, all right.
You're the only person who's ever listened to me with that. And continue to listen to me with it. Because it's awful. It's just don't do it. You watched Tideland with me? And
that's the thing. It's like you told me to watch Tideland, and I fucking hated Tideland. So you're saying don't watch Human Centipede 2. So it's like, all right, I'm not going to watch it then, because clearly if you're not all right with it, then I'm not going to be okay with it.
What I will say is, I think you would find Tideland worse than Human Centipede 2, but just don't watch it. Anyway, Judd's bottom 5 favorite movies of all time. Number 5 is Smosh the Movie. It's just generally bad. Number 4 is the Star Wars Holiday Special. The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus is number 3, and then Judd gave Star Wars The Last Jedi a 5 out of 100. Now, as bad as I think that is, I gave it 36. I still think 5's harsh, but it ruined your 18th birthday, didn't it?
It ruined my 18th birthday. Such a shit. Just shit. Just absolute dog shit.
And Judd's least favourite movie of all time that he gave 1 out of 100, worst score he's ever given anything, is Tideland. It's a very weird movie. It's like a social horror type of thing.
Just because it was actual nonsense. It was actual,
Technically, there was actual, like, real life. Not within the movie. Yeah. On screen, though. It's like shown within the movie. I don't know. It's
actual real-life child
I think
nonsense.
It's free on Amazon Prime. If you want to watch it. I think it's a horror. If it is a horror, it's one of the most grotesque movies I've ever seen. But I don't know if that makes it good or bad. That's why I gave it a question mark. Because if it's trying to horrify me, it really did that. But does that mean I give it a good score or a bad score? I don't know. Anyway, overall, the worst movies of all time officially are a horrific cough. No, Holmes and Watson, the Will Ferrell one. It bad. Human Centipede 2 is joint number 3 and 4 with Dragon Ball Evolution. Those two get number 3 and 4 spot together. How anyone could think Dragon Ball Evolution is as bad as Human Centipede 3. It's a bad movie, but fuck me, Human Centipede 2, I mean. And then number 2 worst rated movie of all time is the Star Wars Holiday Special. And the worst rated movie of all time, according to Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, basically, because neither of us have seen it, I plan on seeing it, is Steel. It's the superhero movie starring Shaq. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, no... Yeah, I have heard of that.
Right. I'm very running out of time, so I'm just going to do my top 5.
Yeah.
In at number 5, there's a bunch of joint ones. Actually, fuck me. Joint number 5, 4, and 3, and 6, and 7. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. These all get 93. These are all joint for me. American Pie 2, The In-Betweeners movie, The Dark Knight, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man No Way Home. And then my number 2 is Avengers Endgame, and my number 1's Avengers Infinity War. It's tweet at Tweets Badly if you want to ask me more about those, because they've been basically there the whole time, other than No Way Home. Judd's top 5. Oh my god. So there's a lot of joint number 5s. I'm going to read them. I'm going to speed read them off. We've got Dread, Monster House, Over the Hedge, Baby Driver, Mitchells vs. Machines, The Incredibles, Corpse Bride, Wanted, Joker, and Avengers Infinity War. All of those got 90. Those are all joint number 5 spots. Right.
Those are some good fucking movies, though.
Some good movies. I don't dislike any of those other than Monster House, which I find a monstrosity. There's something about it. Freaks me out. Don't like it.
I can't believe you don't like Monster House. It's such a fucking
There's
meme.
something about the character design and the way that it all looks. It freaks me out. I don't like it. Joint number 4, 3, and 2 for Judd are Heavy Metal, the 1981 animated compilation movie. Fucking weird. The Iron Giant and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And Judd's favourite movie of all time, which he gave 95 out of 100, is fucking Leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Starring Nicolas Cage. Great.
The new Nicolas Cage movie might beat that, though. The new Nick Cage movie looks fucking awesome.
It does look pretty funny. So, the top 5 official best movies of all time, bearing in mind the Rotten Tomatoes scores, IMDb scores, Rotten Tomatoes critics and audience, and both of us, as well as my girlfriend's scores, actually, on this one. Number 5 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Hey! It's a great animated movie. That's the best animated movie there is, apparently. In number 4, we have...
That's fair, I think.
Pan's Labyrinth. Hey! I can't watch it. It's Spanish. I can't read well enough to do
No, you can't, can you?
That's a shame. It looks really good. In at number 3...
I'm surprised there's not one English dub of it out there, like, anywhere.
Well, maybe there is. There might be, like, a fan dub somewhere, but...
Yeah.
There's other movies, you know? There's other movies that are not fan dubbed that I could watch, is the thing. Number 3, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Hey! It's a good movie. Great movie. Really good movie. Love it. Number 2, just hitting number 2 because of some slightly wrong scoring is what I'm going to put it as, is Spider-Man No Way Home. Wow, that's good. That's impressive.
No, it's good. It's not fine, it's good.
It's impressive that a new movie, filmed and made and released during the pandemic, has become the second highest rated movie ever on this spreadsheet. That's incredible. That's really good. It gets a score of 90.5 overall. And then But I think that's gonna end up staying at the top of the spreadsheet for a while. When you've watched the number 1 rated movie of all time, Whiplash. You did it! Whiplash! Yay!
Whiplash, you did it!
It's been on top of the spreadsheet for a long while.
I feel like I've seen enough clips of Whiplash to just be able to rate Whiplash, to be honest.
The thing is, I think because you've seen clips of it, you might not get the feeling of the movie as well when you do watch it.
Yeah, I do need to watch it.
You really need to watch Whiplash. It should have been on your list for a long while. You could. Yeah. That's a movie you could easily watch with your nan and granddad. That one. It's I think they would be into that as well. So there you have it, folks. That's our top and bottom movies, TVs, video games of 2021 and all that. Good. That's it. I need to go. I've got to see the new Matrix movie. Thanks for podcasting with us this entire year. Especially
is this
you in Seattle. This is the last podcast of the year, yeah.
This is the last podcast of the year.
Last podcast of 2021. What you got to say about it, Judd?
God.
His reaction is, God. Oh, God, I can't believe we're still doing this with our life.
That's all I've got to say about it. That's all I'm saying about it.
Bye.
Bye.